Hello Cancer, and welcome to your love, romance, relationship reading for the first half of October 2019. I am Heather from the Crystal Vein Tarot. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. Not all messages will resonate with you. Take what fits and take a note of those that don't, as they may become useful to you in the near future. Also check out the readings for your moon, rising, and Venus signs if this reading doesn't resonate. I have provided a link below for your convenience where you can find out those placements in your chart. I only post these readings on YouTube, so if you enjoyed or were inspired by this reading, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, as I would love to hear from you and I appreciate your feedback. Now let's get started and see what messages and energies are around you for the first half of October 2019. And sorry, I just have to adjust my chair, so you're going to hear that. Okay. So, dear Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer for the first half of October 2019? Dear Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer for the first half of October 2019? Dear Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer for the first half of October 2019? Okay, I'm just going to cut the deck. Okay, and the first card up is the Five of Swords, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. It is followed by the Queen of Wands, which is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Wands, which is clarified by the Two of Wands. So lots of Wands energy in here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So that is your overall energy for the first half of October 2019. So Cancer, just give me one moment and I'm going to look at the cards all together and then I will start your reading. Okay, Cancer. So, the overall energy for the first 2 weeks of October is that of the Two of Swords. Now, Swords it's an air sign, air energy. So it's all about intellect and mental energy. And so it can also be about an air sign. So this could be an air sign that's around you or even you if you're an air sign. And the air signs are, they are Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And the Two of Swords, though, specifically speaks to, it's waiting for result, or sorry, it's, excuse me. So it's about making a decision. So, and being indecisive, you're kind of stuck. You feel stuck in what to do. So you must have a decision in front of you regarding love, romance, and relationships. And you're not sure what to do. You're not sure which path to take. And the Two of Swords, though, you see here, and she's blindfolded, and again, being an air sign and being about intellect and mental energy. This is also about, it could be the situation and you could be stuck in your head trying to make this decision. And with the moon above her and being blindfolded, so she doesn't have access to her sense of sight. So this card is also sometimes telling you to follow your intuition rather than your mind, because you have the moon there, and the moon is about secrets and hidden things and hidden knowledge, but it's also about intuition, and that perhaps you maybe need to follow your gut instinct in making this decision, and then you'll make the right one. Because right now the pros and cons list of each path to choose, I mean, you see these swords, they're identical. So the pros and cons list make the two options look the same, which is why you're stuck in this decision, because they're equally good, they're equally bad. So all that's left for you to do is follow your gut feeling on which direction to choose. One thing when it comes to love and relationships, Swords energy is all about being understood and that being the most important thing to you. And when someone knows how to communicate with you, you form an instant connection with them. So this could be also where you that decision is it could be about being understood and communicating in a relationship. Maybe you're not sure how to talk to the person about something, or you feel like the communication maybe is a little stagnant in the relationship. So even if it's a new relationship, or you're single and looking for a relationship, or it's a long-term relationship, that there could be something around communication where you need to make a decision on how to say something or what to say. And you know what, go with your gut. This is telling you for the next 2 weeks that the energy around you is go with your gut and follow your intuition. So even with the rest of this reading, that is the overall energy around this, is to really like trust yourself and trust those instincts in your communications. And that will really help see you through whatever's going on for the next 2 weeks. Because we start off with the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords energy is, again, another air sign. But the Five of Swords is specifically about conflict. And sometimes it can refer to violence. It can refer to abusive relationships. I'm not really getting that that's the feeling in this, because it's also about victory too. It's a hard one. It's a hard won battle. It's one that, you know, it came at a cost. It's something that came at a cost for sure. And it's So it's, yeah, you might feel like even though you've triumphed over something in your relationship or in a relationship, you've also, it's come at a cost, and you're kind of feeling that loss. So with it being clarified with the Two of Pentacles here, the Two of Pentacles, again, twos are all about choices. But with the Pentacles in particular, you see this person, they're juggling, they're standing on one foot, so they might seem like they're off balance, and they're juggling these two Pentacles, but she's not even paying attention to them. She's looking off off to the side there, but she's got a big smile on her face, because, you know, even though it's about choices, it's also about multitasking and weighing many options. So again, you have options here. You might feel stuck in which direction to take. I'm kind of feeling like this is something that you maybe have to watch for in that choice, and in that weighing the options here, is that, and this is perhaps where you need to follow that intuition, is the choice you're going to make, even though you're going to be victorious in love and relationships. What's it going to cost you? So is this something that like, if you're in a relationship with someone, or someone new, well, we'll start with if you're in a relationship with someone, and the choice you make could be something that, you know, it could deeply hurt the other person. Maybe it hurts the other person, or it doesn't consider their feelings at the very least, or it's not taking into consideration others in any way, or their well-being. And so make sure that your decision is something that is, you're doing it for the right reasons. Your decision, your choice, whatever it is that you're at a crossroads with right now, that when you do make that decision, because with the Two of Swords energy, you have to make the choice. It won't be made for you. You have to make it, and just make sure that choice is not going to hurt other people in any way, whether or not it's a monetary thing or an emotional thing. Being a love relationship reading, I believe it would be more of an emotional wound that could be inflicted, and like really weigh your options, and how you present any kind of information when you do have that communication with someone. And then we move into the Queen of Wands, and then it's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So this is actually very interesting. Because the Queen of Wands she is someone who is feisty. She's confident. She's self-assured. So this could be you or the person that you're partnered with, or someone that's coming in. If you're single, that's someone that's coming in. And then this is the other person that's involved, or how it's clarified, or how this person is clarified, that where she's maybe, even though, and it can be male or female energy, even though it is a queen, but this feisty, confident, self-assured person is also someone who is also nurturing and healing and supportive. And if you are this feisty person, if this is your energy, and this could be where all of this is coming from, and with the Five of Swords, that, you know, sometimes someone who is very confident and self-assured can sometimes say things and not realize their emotional impact on others. So if you tend to be this kind of energy of the Queen of Wands, where you're feisty, you might even be sharp-tongued a little bit because of that feistiness, that you need to, I'm feeling like this is, you need to approach this situation and have this conversation with someone that from a nurturing, supportive, healing type energy, and that will help you to avoid this situation where you could potentially emotionally hurt someone else. And you know, it could even be, now this is definitely not for all of you, but I do feel like for some of you this could even be a conversation about a change in the relationship, which could be, it could be, in an extreme case, it could be a breakup. But it could even be a situation where, you know, you were going to move in together and now that has changed. It could be that you're engaged and you were going to get married, but something has come up and now you have to kind of postpone the wedding. So it's something that has that kind of emotional impact with someone. And this is why you're debating, like, how do I do this? How do I tell this person that? And I'm really sorry you're going through this, Cancer, if this situation relates to you. But in other cases, it's not that extreme, and it's more, you just have a decision to make. And maybe if you're dating, maybe you have two people that you're seeing, and one you're going to have to let go and one you're going to keep, and you're deciding to move forward. So it's just, remember, communicate with the person in a nurturing way, in a healing and supportive way, and do watch how you phrase things. And then this moves into the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is about, so this is about keeping and maintaining boundaries and being persistent. So if this is a case where, like, heaven forbid that this is the case, but if this is a case where there may, you know, even if it's not a breakup, but you're taking a step backward in the relationship, and I mean, it could be something as simple as, you know, you've started dating someone and now you've moved, or you're moving, or your job is changing, and so and maybe that's a setback for you in your career. So now you need to focus on that and a little bit less on the budding relationship, right? But what this is telling you is to maintain, if it is a situation like that where you're taking a step backward in a relationship, or just, you know, or putting things on hold, or that kind of a thing, make sure that you are keeping and maintaining that boundary, and because you don't want to be giving mixed signals, because mixed signals are just going to lead to this. They're going to lead to an emotional hurt. And so just be consistent, be persistent, and maintain those boundaries. And that is clarified by the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about making that choice. So you are going to be making a choice. Regardless of what happens, you are going to be making a choice. And then you're just going to be sitting back and waiting for those results. And I'm really sorry, Cancer, that this wasn't a more exciting and oh, true love is coming in kind of reading. I still hope you enjoyed it and got some kind of inspiration from it. But this does conclude your reading for the first half of October 2019, Cancer. So please join me again for the second half of October 2019. I'm really curious to see how that one goes. And please please feel free to comment. I'm very curious as to how this has played out, and I would love to hear your feedback on what's going on and what's happened. So yeah, and I'll be posting the mid-month readings in approximately 2 weeks. Thank you very much for watching me. Lots of love and take care, Cancer.